I come in with a Neptune. And those days was one of the more or less the best ones for the migrants like us. Not the best one for only for passengers like the lower class. But it still was a beautiful vessel. Lots of luxury inside. The food was fantastic. The entertainment had cinemas, dancing every night, whatever you want to do. You were on a moving town. And so we had a beautiful time on the ship for 1 month. Hasn't been a boring day. Always good entertainment. Whatever you want to see, you want to go dancing, you go dancing. You want to go and see a movie, you go and see a movie. Everything was such a, and for us was such an experience because we'd never seen a ship in our life before. And everything we've seen everything was new, and our morale was getting a boost. Every day was an extra step forward, you know. First class, because they had luxury tables, luxury chairs, but the food was the same no matter where you went.
No, upstairs might be not in the first class. In that time.
We can't say, for us everything was spectacular, whether it was, we used to go up and then whatever, it was no restriction. You could have gone and sit in one of those bars and sit down and spend a bit of time up there. Well, it was 100% change for us. The life in Italy was, beautiful country, but the administrations were not so beautiful. There was too many classes, too many levels of living in between different communities. The rich was always rich and the poor was poor. When we come to Australia, that disappeared, and that for us was a big experience, and we really appreciate it. Everybody was treated the same.
We're happy.
And the happiness we found here, we would never had it back at that time in our country. The first thing why we've been so successful was, the first step was to accept what you find. And we were happy with the people we got involved with, whether they were Australians, Italians, Spanish, you name it. This was an international country. And what we found good here, it was no discrimination in between the rich and the poor. But we could talk to anyone, everyone invited to go home and have a glass of drink something, whether it was water or beer, whatever you feel
They
like.
always try to help us.
Always, everybody tried, not only tried, I did. Everybody helped us. Because when we come to Australia, we were like babies just born. We never knew the language. We never knew where things were. We had to ask the best way we could, and we've been taken by hand, and we had no trouble at all.
They're trying to.
We got here and we made ourselves home here like if we've been living here forever. This was Australia for us. We were welcome to be here in Australia, and we got accepted as much as we accepted the country. We loved the country. Actually, we never had any thought to go back, put it this way. We loved that much. We never thought, we're going back.
50, how many years? 52 years.
After 52 years, we went for a visit. We liked what we seen over there, but not wishing to stay. Our country is this one now. we were lucky. When we got off the ship, we had our relatives here. We had brothers, sisters. They all come to pick us up. We really had no problem at all because we were we had a good leaders. We had our family here.
I can't wait to see the new home, a new place to live. The houses,
Everything different.
My house was like a double store back home, more like a country. But the country I come from is look like a paradise. If I think in today, when I come here, see the house, it's more flat and big, and it's beautiful. But I'm so happy when I come in. When I come out to the ship, I said each house I see in the country, I see my brother say, "That's the house, that's the house," and no, I said wait, and we wait. You still have to wait. Because it takes about 5 hours from Melbourne to Maryborough, where I stayed there for a couple of years. And but each house, I keep in saying, that's the house, that's the house.
And when we set foot in Port Melbourne, we knew we were coming a good country. It's like a paradise to us. When we got home, we had a room each, and there was different to Italy. There was 6 of us sleeping in one little room, and then having a room each. That was a big difference. But it wasn't only that. The atmosphere here was completely different. It was not much gap in between the rich and the poor. But you could say good morning, everybody would answer back, or they tell you good morning first. It was a new experience to us.
And when I go to school, I remember it's be like a dream. I was like a dream. I was in this school with a nice respect. They call me, "Maria, come on, Maria, come and play, come and play." We used to play basketball, but I don't know, I never see in my life a basketball. But the people were so nice, even the nun. I was Catholic. The nun said, "Maria, come in this side. I'm supposed to look after the ball, to not go inside the goal, to make a goal, but don't know what they're talking about. Just stand there and watching." No English. But they make understanding. I try to understand and I try to enjoy it with them, but they encourage. They encourage are really nice. They are nice people. In their time, it's really, really good. They have a patience to teach us. That's my sharpener. Sharpening my knife. See, a moment, look. Huh?
Yeah. That was very strange. With Maria's friend, she was working at a place there, and the husband was working with me. And she said, "Come over, we'll bring lunch to my wife." I followed him and went there.
Beans.
And she come out. She come out with this woman, my friend's husband. And when I saw her coming down, I took a good look, and I thought that's a good one to upset me every day of my life for later on. And
I got it wrong.
and I thought she was the right one. She could keep me alive all the time. That's how I ended up getting married 1 year after we met. And we've been living happy ever after.
Yeah. My daddy said to me, not to me, that talked to my mum and say, "Oh, they're not we have to stop Maria to go to the factory." Because he think too many men around. In that time, the men go like dogs to the women behind. Because not many women like today. And when they see a woman, a girl, they always go behind. And he's very jealous from me. And he tried to stop work. But my mom, she's a good woman. He tried to twist it. He said, "No, I'll be okay. He's all right. No, nobody. She's okay." And I got to work. But when I got to work, after a bit time, we have a mom relation, a girl. I work with men trousers, and this woman said to me, my mom relation said, say you come and I have to bring some, I have to pick it up some beans from my husband, I have to cook tonight. You come out with me. I said, yeah, okay. And then when I go out, I see him, Angelo, with all dirty, all filled up with grease.
It was a motor mechanic.
Hands, everything get dirty. And I don't have no guts to look at him in the face. I put my hands and my eyes down, and I can't wait to go back to inside the factory. And after about a week, he sent me a message. He interested about me, but I'm not really interested to get engaged because I'm not ready yet. But this girl, they tried to convince me, and that's it. That's after then we're getting together, and then my brother come in once and bring me to work. And I pretend I go inside their work, I clock. My brother say I clock the card, the time when I go in. But after I put my apron and go out and met him in outside just to talk a little bit because we have no chance to talk at home. Home we never have opportunity to talk. We're not allowed to stay close. Yeah. And,
to do everything behind closed doors.
So we are very, very strict. Not much out to meet one another. The only things that we can meet to hiding behind work. And my boss, he understand. He still pay me my wages and like a normal I work. And I bring my pay slip to my mom to pay the trips, what we needed, the renting. And she gave me like a 20 cents in that time, but 20 cents is good money. My wages was only $7.50, my first wages. That's good enough to pay renting and the trips and food. And and then in the 1967 we get married and go for our life.